Hi, my name is Leah Genders. I'm a board certified health coach and a personal trainer. Today, before we get started, I want you to bring into your memory a song from your past. Maybe it was your favorite song when you were young, or maybe it was just something that they played on the radio all the time, or perhaps it was a song that was on the first CD, tape, vinyl record, 8 track that you ever bought for yourself with your own money. That's depending on how old you are. Okay, do you have that song in your head? I would bet that if I turn that song on right now, that you could sing along to every lyric from beginning to end without really straining that hard. Why is that? Why is it that I'm sitting here at my desk and I could get up and go into the kitchen and forget why I walked in the kitchen? But for some strange reason, I know every lyric to the theme song for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Maybe I just watched too much TV in the 90s. Our brains love repetition. And especially when things are attached to emotion, we really remember it. It gets grooved into our brain just like a vinyl record has grooves. So I want you to think about that and how it relates to your internal self-talk. What are the stories that you tell yourself? What are your inner thoughts? What are your judgments about yourself and your beliefs? All of those things, when we repeat them over and over a lifetime sometimes, it gets grooved in your brain, just like that record. It's not that you're even consciously thinking about it anymore. It becomes just there, just like that song, those lyrics from your favorite song. They are the invisible tracks that we play for ourselves in the background, and they become part of who we are. Now, I'm a health and fitness coach. And when my clients say some of these things to me, it gives me a little bit of insight into what their internal narrative might be. And I have to be clear that a lot of times people say these things to me in a joking manner, in a self-deprecating humor kind of way. I'll hand them a weight and they'll say, haha, Leah, don't forget, I'm 62 or I'm 55 or I'm 42. I'm old. Don't forget that I'm old, Leah. Haha. Or I've heard, don't underestimate how lazy I am, Leah. Also, here, I'm not strong enough. It's too hard. Or maybe the most damaging for health and fitness is when someone says, I'm not the kind of person who does those things. Now, I'm talking about health and fitness, but this applies to everything. It applies to your relationships, to your career, to your work, to your success, however it is that you define that. Because what happens is we're creating an unconscious feedback loop. Now, let's just use the lazy as an example. You tell yourself you're lazy over and over again. You say it in a joking manner. It becomes embedded. And then when there's something that you feel like you should be doing that you're not doing, that reinforces that negative thought when you don't do it. See, I knew it. I'm lazy. And that creates a negative outcome. You don't get the results that you want. Now I want you to think of the worst song that you know. I don't even have kids. And for me, it's those YouTube cartoons that play the songs, like the Baby Shark, do, 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 do. That one. Or maybe it's just something on the radio. And if there's a song you don't like on the radio, you instantly will turn it off or change the station. We wouldn't think twice about that, but we let these negative self-talks play in our mind. So it's time to change the station. And it's not about lying to ourselves or telling us things that aren't true. You aren't faking a new soundtrack because chances are, if you've been on this earth for 20 or 30 or 40 years or longer, like me, You've overcome some shit. Can I swear on this? You've overcome obstacles, your resilience. You've done hard things. You've been through hard things, and you're sitting here today. So I know already that you're resilient. So it becomes about changing, turning down the volume on those negative thoughts that maybe you didn't even realize you were thinking because they're just there in the background, and turning up the thoughts that actually help you improve in your life, your resilience, your problem solving abilities, your overcoming obstacle abilities. Why can't the song that you play in your head be, I'm resilient? I can always figure it out. I can overcome anything. Once that song changes, how you act changes. And that's a game changer for everyone. I hope this helped. Thank you.